Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Feeding of the Beasts. We are here today to start working on the enchantment room so that we may get wonderful enchantments of magical assortments, and well, sadly, a few cows are going to have to sacrifice their leather for the book bindings that we will need. So I have set up this very humane cow pen that any animal association would approve of, and now to begin the leather collection process. Away! Okay, so now just kind of begins the mass slaughterification. I mean, not slaughterification. We love cows and would never brutally destroy their faces in such a way. Now, come and get some, you little beefy pies. Alright, so, yep, sadly we're just going to need a ton of bookshelves because I actually want to make a nice building for enchanting, which means at some point we're going to need a lot of books for leather and such. However, right now I think I'm going to set up a temporary enchantment room because, well, quite frankly, we have a lot of other projects to get going on. I mean, we haven't even started bees yet, and bees are like one of the main things that we were like, yeah, we are going to do this, and we're going to hive and buzz and breed trees and get all those fancy wood types. But we went on this like really long detour around Thaumcraft, and now we're standing here beeless and without any sort of fancy tree saplings, just completely wondering how we ever got here and why we strayed so far away from our original goal. But no worry, we'll just have to, you know, kill a few of these cows like any proper butcher koala and get a bunch of leather, and then we can make bookcases and am I seriously about to waste a whole ruby sword on just these cows? What's even attacking me right now? Oh, I'm starving to death. Well, that was an interesting turn of events. Alright, before I go start making books, I want to show you the automatic clay production system I have set up here. Now, as you can see, I did end up having to use a buildcraft pipe, because for whatever reason, clay golems cannot put items directly into a tank. But the way this works is this clay golem right here keeps as many water buckets in the fabricator as he possibly can, while this clay golem keeps as many empty buckets in this chest as he can. So basically what happens is this guy grabs empty buckets from here after they've been used to make clay, which pumps them back around into the tank, and as soon as they're filled with water, this guy knows to come grab them from over here to put them back into his chest. It's pretty simple, and if you take a look, it's quite efficient too, because we have ourselves another stack of iron to transmutamify. All I need to do is find myself my stone of the philosophy, and then we can philosophize our pie. Let's see here. Minimum stone, crafting table, and there we go, another stack of iron. Another beautiful day in Koalopia. Let's see here. Whatever happened to... Did I break my lightning staff? I think I did. That's a shame. Crying shame. Okay. You need to go in there, my little beefy cakes. There we go. And we have plenty of leather to start crafting books. Also, in other news, I have another 3 wither skeleton skulls. Or not another 3, I got another one, because I was off trying to kill some of the guys, just to see if I could get one more. So we can spawn a wither when we feel prepared, which is definitely not right now. But it also appears that I have a little bit of leather in here, but no books, so we'll use some of our sugarcane reserves that we still have left up in here. And we're also going to need the minimum stone and some logs so that we can get obsidian. Oh, it's 2, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and there's our obsidian. And then we're going to need, I always get this backwards, One of these days I will learn. Alright. So then we're going to need a book and 2 daimones. Let's see here. 2. Alright, pretty costly, but that's okay. To be honest, we don't need diamonds for much of anything these days. And we can always get a bunch of clay if we really need it. Alright, perfect. Now I just need to make a bunch of tables. Alright, so if I remember correctly, I think it is 12 enchantment tables to get a full enchants with a enchanting table. And now I'm realizing this room wasn't set up very well for enchanting because I did not build it for enchanting originally, but that is okay. Now I need to get a pickaxe because I placed that in the wrong spot. Let's see here. New. No. Oh gosh, dang it. Now I'm going to lose the wood in that too. Okay, so I need a pick. And I'm also going to need some more wood to remake that bookshelf. Okay. And voila. Perfect. And now I can go move it, the table. There we go. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so maybe if we do something like this, and then the enchantment table here, and we should see, yep, there we go. And then what level is that? 16? 18? Oh wow, clearly you need a lot more bookshelves than I was under the impression you would need. Well, that's a predicament. 1 second. Alright, so we've turned the rest of our leather into bookshelves, and let's see if we can get this guy up to level 30. That's 20. So let's see, it has to be like a block away though, so okay, so that should all work fine. Oh, it's still level 20. So do those books just not count? Let's see. Yeah, it still looks like it's just level 20. Very interesting. And of course, I'm just going to have to lose the wood again, but that's fine. I have plenty of wood. So maybe what I should do is not build it in this room, because apparently this room is not big enough for it. Where else could I could just put it in the open here. I guess that's not the worst thing I've ever done. Alright, so we now have our level 30 table set up, just kind of off to the side here as a temporary holding place, until we can actually get a proper library built. Let's see here, I'll just throw these in with the extra building blocks. And let me go, actually, not a book. I would like to see a bookshelf, not a book. Alright, bookshelf. What does a bibliocraft bookshelf require? Not very much. Okay, what is this? A printed book. Interesting. Anyway, so I'll probably make some of these bookshelves for the library at some point, but the library is a project I'm going to work towards later, because right now I'm much more concerned about getting started on bees, which once we get them going... Let's see here, what was I trying to put away? Iron. Iron goes in this chest, right. Nope, one below it. I know the way around my own base. It's fine, don't worry. Okay, so... Now, what do I already have for getting started with bees? I have 4 apiaries, which is going to be excellent. I have some frames. I think they're all... no, okay, they're not all impregnated. But I do have some basic frames, which will, again, help us be a little more productive in the beginning. So I think... Let me see here. I'm going to need a squeezer and a centrifuge, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a centrifuge. I need a sturdy casing, which means I need bronze. And bronze is just copper and tin. Okay. Alright, so we're going to want to make a bunch of copper right off the bat. Oh, I was looking at the wrong chest. I was like, where did all of my metal go? Okay. So copper and tin. Okay, so I'm going to want about 16 tin and 64 copper. And that is going to make me a... Ooh, excuse my gastral movements of the mouth. I don't think you could actually hear that burp, but it happened, so, you know. Just proper to apologize. Looks like it's a chest thing. Sturdy casings have always looked weird. Okay, and then I'm going to need some glass, which means I'm going to need 2 sand and a furnace. Let's see here. Come on. Down we go. There we go. I'm getting quite expert at navigating down those... Oh, okay. At getting down my trapdoor... again? Okay, let's try... Oh, okay. Apparently I knew I was coming for glass. Alright, so... That now means I can come up here. There we go. And... I should be able to get myself a centrifuge. That is a carpenter. What? Oh. What can I use a carpenter for? Where do I click to get recipes? Usually in NEI you can click somewhere on something and it will tell you what you can do with it. So, carpenter, there we go. Let's just see what it's used in. Maybe I can turn it into something else at some point. No, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's a one-man gigaroo, and I'm not exactly sure what I'd ever use it for. And since, yeah, I don't know. I'll just pick that back up for now and throw it in here. And maybe I'll end up using it for something, but probably not. Since we are avoiding machines, I might need it for some sort of multi-farm, because we did talk about that multi-farms might be something we do, but I don't know. We'll have to see if I ever need the carpenter for anything. Okay, so we'll come back up here, and actually I need to make myself another sturdy casing first. Let's see here, bronze makes a sturdy casing. There we go. 2 glass, and copper. There we go. Now I have myself a centrifuge. And this is where I'll get all of the honeycombs and all that good stuff out of. Okay, so what we're going to want to do now is set up a nice little area for us to get started in the birds and the bees. Unfortunately, there are not bees in... Is that a wasp? Seems to be friendly though. Okay. So we just want to set up a nice little area that we can call our beekeeping home for the time being. Nothing too fancy. The very beginning process of this is going to be very tedious, and it's just going to involve us basically trying to breed together some of the very first species of bees you're going to need inside of forestry. So if I just go and I type in drone, no, not brone, drone. Yep, we can go ahead and we can see 3 pages of different bee types. It's going to be quite crazy, but that's okay because we can take our time and get all of those fancy schmancy bees that we need to basically start producing anything we want for us. There's a lot of things that I want from bees, especially in the Thaumcraft area. The magic bees that can produce shards are going to be very helpful, especially the Stark bees that produce dull shards, because dull shards are something that are very hard to come by naturally. So we will simply use the Stark bees to get us dull shards with much more ease than you normally could when mining them, and also just basically the ability to get everything without having to try to mine it out. So it's going to be a very fun process doing bees. So I'll just go ahead and throw down hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. Just go ahead and throw a couple of these guys down. And they are kind of picky, so I'll put them far enough apart where they don't interfere with one another. Now I need to get a couple of chests over here and bring all of my bee goodness. Alright, so I've just kind of got a little rough setup going on here, move some chests and stuff over, and now what we can do is look for some simple things. Let's go with something like forest and marshy, perhaps. That sounds like a combo that could work. Oh, somehow I ended up... Is that a glitch, or is that actually... Okay, I must have pulled out 2. Or not. Did I break the game? I might have broken the game. Yeah. Okay, we are back. And our queen is a forest queen. Excellent. Okay. Let's look at what else we have. Marbled we can combine with modest. Marbled with rocky might be an interesting combination. Let's see here what we get out of that. We get a marbled queen. Okay. Let's see here. Tropical. And meadows, perhaps, would produce something we might want. Let's see here. Alright. And do you have everything you want? Yes. And do you have everything you want? Yes. Good. Okay. And let's do wintry and meadows. Alright, there we go. Since those bees will take a little while to do their life cycle thingamajig, what we can do is go ahead and set up a little thing for our centrifuge. And we are going to need an engine for that. And starting out, we will just be using, what is it, a Stirling engine. So that's going to be really easy. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see here, stone gear, is it? It's cobblestone, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Engines may be Amish devilness, but, you know, fired-powered things are okay. No, it's not too technology-y. We won't go to hell too badly for having used some of these engines, so it'll be fine for us in the end. Okay, so we just need a piston. Let's see here. There we go. All right. Alright, and what else do we need for a Stirling engine? Glass and 3 cobble. Okay, so and there's a Stirling engine. Perfect. Now we're going to want a lever to activate it. Okay. Let's hop back down here. And we'll go ahead and use this as our centrifuge room since it failed us as an enchanting room. I'll put that up there and I'll go grab a stack of coal from here. Perfect. Alright, I will throw my coal in and then we'll just turn this on whenever we need to centrifuge some honeycomb. So let's go take a look at how our bees are doing and see if we have anything new to play with yet, or if they're going to take even longer. That one's still got about, yeah, they still got quite a bit of time. Now, if I recall, I should go check my Thaumonomica because I believe there is a frame that we discovered that will speed up this process. Okay, so I believe, is it the metabolic frame? Enhances the rate at which bees metabolize food, resulting in a higher work speed. However, this makes their genetic structure somewhat unstable, prone to mutations. While it can be frustrating for some apiarists, other more prepared beekeepers have been known to use the metabolic frame in their apiaries to encourage mutations in bee species, like the magic frame, this one. Okay. Your vengeful field research has paid off, resulting in the knowledge of a necrotic frame. This frame, when placed in an apiary, will cause the bees to become sluggish, reduce their work speed, and severely unhealthy, greatly diminish the current generation's lifespan. However, it is prudent to ensure the enhancements in the frame only affect the current generation. Like the magic frame, this frame consumes aura. Let's see here. Keeping bees is frustrating. Okay, so this extends their lives, and this shortens their lives. Okay. Let's see here. So that extends the life. I may want the metabolic frame, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to mess with it too much yet, since I don't have a ton of frames to be working with. Speaking of which, how does someone make a basic frame? Let's see here. healing frame? An impregnated frame, untreated frame. Oh, okay. So those are fairly cheap to make, and we should probably do that in the near future. I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. What I am going to do is... Okay, where did all my saplings go? Oh, right, they're over here. So, what type of sapling are you? You are an oak sapling. Okay, so what we want to do is, grab some bones as well. 4, perfect. And we can actually go ahead and start doing a bit of tree breeding while we are getting started. So if we just run over here, we can plop down a couple of trees. We'll have to make sure they aren't obscuring the light. Throw one right there, and one right there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let me make sure all these guys are still working. No flowers. My bad. Let me fix that for you. Ow, ow, what the heck? That tropical bee might require something special. Ooh, okay, so that guy is done with his life, and he will be done very shortly. And my goodness, okay. You know what, I think if we make some of that, what is it called? I can't die from poison, so I should be fine. Apiarist's armor, I think that protects us from this. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's called like bee armor or something, I don't know. Alright, so I discovered that the tropical bees need vines, which is no problem. And also we have our first pull from our first bee, which is quite good. We have 2 common drones, a marshy drone and a forest princess. And I don't believe we had any common drones to begin with, so we are already on our way to new fancy bees. Alright, for now, I'm going to go ahead and put in a common and marshy together and see what it comes up with. And let's see what else. Alright, it's raining, so this bee isn't happy. But unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. Alright, and we have these trees out and about. So we should also start getting some fancy saplings in the near future. Alright guys, we're just about done here for this episode. Just do one final check around on the beesies. Gotta be careful of this one, it just likes to poison us. Sadly, since we didn't get our vines in there very fast, hasn't really done much, but that is okay. Now, I want to let you guys know one reason I'm doing temporary buildings for now and have kind of stopped doing nice builds like my house and such, is because I really want to hold off on doing too much building until I get all the new woods, because it would be terrible to just use 1 or 2 types of wood for the majority of my buildings and then all of a sudden at the end have all these different types of wood, and then I'd probably just want to go back and tear down and change the buildings I have anyway. So I figured for now it's best to just do some temporary buildings until we get some of these newer, fancier woods, and then we should be able to make some really nice buildings. And let me just see here. Oh, we got one more. We got another common and a meadows. So we'll just go ahead and put those 2 back. Oh, yep, I knew those the tropical bees. They're just poisoning me away. I mean, they're really friendly, slightly misunderstood, not always happy when the koala is around, but that is okay. Let's see here, how much honeycomb do we have? Let me look up chest. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 honeycombs, and we have that. And then on top of that, the indexer. is an apiarist's machine. Interesting. Alright, well, off camera, I'm either going to build a indexer or an apiarist's chest. Those are both things for holding bees, so I'll figure out which one of those works best for us, and then I'll build it, and we'll start storing our bees in there. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will be having a good time. Oh, bee pun. See y'all next time.